Hey everybody! Welcome to Deki Games, our weekly show where we talk about Japanese gaming right here from our Playbrain studio in Tokyo. My name is Matt.
And I'm Andy. And on today's stream, we introduce some of the hottest Japanese news topics in the gaming world. So hope you guys check it out and enjoy. See you later.
So the first topic today...
How could we
Yeah, we can't not talk
start
about
off
this.
Deki Games?
I mean,
without
this is obviously a Japanese developed game, so that's the Japan part of it. But this whole series is obviously gigantic. Ever since, well, I mean, even the original ones were quite famous, but I feel like it was 7 that really kind of kicked it off in the West. Was that the first?
Could be.
I guess maybe that's only for me. That
It
was the
could be
first
your
one I played.
generation.
Yeah.
I know, for example, like my uncle who had the original NES.
Right.
Had like Final Fantasy 1.
Okay.
So there were.
Did you play those? Did you play the older ones first, the 2D?
I tried them.
Yeah.
I tried them, but I was really just frustrated with them. I was more of a Mario kid.
Right. Yeah. I mean, when you're that young, those games are pretty complicated.
Yeah, I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah,
I wasn't about
exactly.
reading while I had to play games.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of text. There's like a lot of story and stats and things like that. It's a classic JRPG.
Right. And the new one.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is it. Final Fantasy 15. It is out now, I think.
Out now. It just came out, about 12 hours ago here in Japan.
Yeah, and it's out in the West too. So we're looking at the Twitch page for Final Fantasy 15 right now. We can see that there's a lot of people streaming it, and a lot more people watching it.
Yeah.
So it's very, it's a new game. It's cool. It's been getting actually really good reviews. I don't know if you've seen them.
It has.
For the most part, I haven't seen any perfect scores myself. The first scores I've been looking at, none of them have been perfect, but they're all like 80%, 90% up there.
From what I heard is it has a real great beginning. The sandbox mode and everything you do with your friends in the open world is fantastic.
Right.
I hear it lags a little bit towards the end.
Oh, okay.
Some of the environments get a little bit linear.
That's it. Actually, that's what I heard as well. So, I mean, I'm really excited to play this. I already bought it. I bought it. Do you remember when they had I think it was actually a live stream that they did from LA where they had all the developers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They did a big hype event where they announced the September release date, which got leaked beforehand, but then was delayed anyway, so it didn't really matter. That's when I watched that stream, I got really excited for it, so I had to buckle in. I buckled under the pressure, under the hype pressure.
Just picked it up.
So I really don't usually pre-order games, but this is one I did. But hasn't arrived yet. So
Yeah. Well, speaking of leaks,
yeah,
it seems pretty much inevitable in today's world.
yeah, right.
Final Fantasy 15. I don't know if you so much call it a leak, but some gamers around the world got their hands on it a bit early.
Yeah,
Let's say about 10 or so days early, decided to upload spoilers on
Yep,
YouTube, forums, what I mean.
yeah.
So the Japanese director of the game, obviously a little bit disappointed, a little bit heated.
I would imagine. Just a little bit. A game that's been in
bit.
production for 10 years.
Pretty much since the beginning of time.
And then before it comes out, someone gets an early copy and leaks the ending and the trophies and stuff like that.
So
can't be too happy about that.
Right. Director Tabata himself, he released a statement. It was about 2 paragraphs long, and it was basically saying, "Yo, this happened. Watch out for spoilers online."
Yeah.
But in those tiny 2 paragraphs, you could just feel his anger.
I'm so disappointed. Yeah, I'm sure he spent a few nights crying to his pillow when that happens.
It happens,
Yeah.
It happens. So there's Final Fantasy 15. We're stoked.
I'm really excited.
It seems like most of the world is stoked. We have looks like it's pretty big over in Korea as well.
Yeah, Korea's got
Twitch's
a
top
lot.
streamers is a
Yeah.
Korean streamer. We got some Japanese streamers up in the top 10.
Yeah, we got
for the
Japanese
title.
streamers up there.
Very cool.
Yeah. Some other recognizable names.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so, very cool game. I'm really excited for it. Mm-hmm. Are you going to play it?
I think I will. I will. I've actually not been too big of a fan of the offline ones. I always play them for a bit and never end up clearing them.
Oh yeah.
But I put a lot of time into 11 and 14.
Oh, so this is the. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite way for most people. They love the series and they play the MMOs for a bit.
Right.
But I was completely opposite. So.
Yeah, I mean it's a very different. Well, I haven't played the MMOs, but those are like the ones that I didn't play. I played like 7 through 10, and that was about it. But now I'm back to 15. I'm pretty excited for it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, that is Final Fantasy 15.
So that's Final Fantasy 15.
Looking forward to it. Next,
so,
go ahead.
Yeah, let's move on to something. I mean, this is a Japanese game, but let's move on to something that's a bit more unique to Japan. I don't think these are available in the West.
I don't believe so. A lot of these things. Well, first of all, let's tell them what
they are. Yeah, that's probably.
I don't think these pictures are available in the West.
Yeah, these images don't exist in the West. Actually, right. Yeah, just never mind. So, for anyone who doesn't know, there's this really popular messaging app in Japan and Korea called Line. It actually is originally from Korea, I believe. And it
could have started out there.
Maybe, it started off there, but came over to Japan. And it's basically what everyone uses here now. Like, no one uses like regular text messaging. I think
it's like your WhatsApp.
Right. It's like your WhatsApp,
something like that. Yeah, you're used to back home.
Viber, those things. But it's just like completely dominates here. So everyone uses Line, and Line has stamps. These stamps that you can put into your chat room. They're basically like gigantic emoticons that can be animated, they can be still, they can have sounds, effects attached to them.
Very cool. Classic
Beautiful
music, tunes coming through.
Yeah.
Well, these are just kind of a cool, unique way to to express yourself.
I mean, these just came out like recently, right? Does it have the release date on there? No. I think it was quite recent though. I think it was like this month.
Yeah, I just saw it on Twitter the other day.
Yeah.
So I know that these just came out. You can buy them as a present for someone.
Yeah, you can give them to someone for Christmas.
What better way to express your hunger?
Right. So these aren't even. I mean, these aren't even the first. These aren't the first Mario stamps to come out. They had ones before this.
Have they been animated before?
I think so.
Okay.
I think.
So this is kind of just the classic set.
They also have like a really cool set of like old school Pokemon. Like they have like the really old fat Pikachu and like all these other really old school Pokemon. Those are pretty cool too. But yeah, these just came out. They're 240 yen, which is like
about $2.
Yeah, $2 to $3
in the US.
In the US, yeah. So they're not. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how much you use Line, I guess, and how much you use stamps.
Yeah.
I mean, I use them. I use stamps quite a lot. I like stamps.
I think it's always tough for me because I love the idea and the concept of these stamps. Like, for example, I have the Mega Man, stamps, and a lot of them, like, it's a great stamp, but when are you going to use this? Like, I'm feeling so strong right now. I hope that my thoughts will be conveyed by this stamp.
Yeah, exactly. Like, some of these are a bit like, maybe you just do it because they're cool. Maybe you just send them randomly and start.
Could be. I feel like that's kind of how stamps evolved. It used to always be like thumbs up,
right? Like some kind, like an actual emote, like an actual kind of thing. But here it's
convey your feeling. Like, good morning, good night. Those ones you could.
Yeah, those are nice. Those are nice. It's like running out. Oh, it's like hurrying. Running late.
I'm on my way.
I mean, these are pretty creative.
Yeah,
I like them.
Yeah,
they have some. I mean, they have like a mixture of both. Like this is like when you're in trouble or something like that.
Yeah, you're just getting smashed in between two turtles in real life.
And they even have like a love one, a heart one. For some reason it doesn't. Oh no, they do have a Princess Peach one. Although it just says thank you. Doesn't have any like. You think the heart? Oh, there are hearts in that one.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was nice.
That's right.
But this is, what's interesting is that I think this is part of Nintendo's new thing where they're getting involved with mobile stuff. Because stamps have been around for a very long time now, and they really hadn't gotten into. They hadn't released any stamps until recently. Do you think that would be a huge cash cow for them? To be frank. Just because a lot of people, I'm sure, are buying these. But it was more recently announced in Japan that they're going to be getting into the mobile market now. Before they had kind of sworn off of it.
Right. It's not gaming, not for us.
Right, not for us. Yeah, that's not real gaming type of stuff. But so now they're actually getting into the mobile market. They finally have decided to dip their toes in it. And I think this is kind of the first things they're doing. But as we know, they're also developing some games, and like Mario Runner. I think there was another game that came out earlier, wasn't there?
I mean, Pokemon Go, if you're gonna...
Well, Pokemon Go, yeah, but that wasn't technically developed by them.
Well, yeah.
But it's related.
But it's their franchise.
Yeah. They're part of it.
Pokemon company going on.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this is like probably the first of many that we're gonna get.
Very cool.
But it is tempting. I really would. I would like to get those. To be frank, I would. And the nice thing about these is that if you buy them, you don't have to like put in like a credit card or anything like that. You just have to order it, and then it gets put onto your phone bill.
Yeah. Super convenient.
Yeah. So it's really, they make it really easy to spend that money. And yeah. I mean, you can see like they got others. They got like Kirby. They have Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
They have a bunch of others. I think these are these animated?
Are these ones animated? Or are we just
looking
could
at?
just be still images.
These are just still images. They are cute though.
Yeah.
Oh look, there's the old school. So look, there's another Mario one, right? That's like a modern Mario.
There you go. Okay.
Interesting.
Some of these guys talk too.
Oh, I love Luigi.
Poor Luigi. Good night. Very cool.
Yeah, so yeah, they have a lot, and then I really like the old school Pokemon one just because they're so. This reminds me of when I used to play Pokemon, which I really don't anymore.
This is like the
old school one. Look at that Pikachu! Oh, look how fat he is.
This is my boy.
Snorlax.
Kabigon in Japanese.
Yeah.
Some knowledge for you.
For you guys.
Aspiring learners out there.
Yeah. That's a really useful piece of vocabulary.
Sure.
Yeah, they got a bunch of other ones.
Nintendo's Stamp game. Stamp game is hot these days.
It is really. It's quite good. Is there anything else we want to talk about?
Cool.
So yeah, that's the Mario stamps and like the other Pokemon and Nintendo stamps you can see. So we're hoping to get more of those along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Moving on.
I'm sure they make tons of money off of those. Must be unbelievable.
Dun, dun, dun.
Next, yes, we got this. Well, Andy was nice enough to buy this magazine, Nintendo Dream. Yeah, it's if you go for it.
Sure. I'm sure most of the people who are viewing the stream don't even remember Nintendo Power.
I think some of them do.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. Anyway, Nintendo Power when I was growing up.
That was my magazine, man.
It was like the Nintendo sponsored official magazine.
Yeah, I had that. I wrote into them. I had like one of my
one
of my questions published in it. I think.
I had.
I don't remember what it was though.
My like lap time for Diddy Kong Racing or something.
Lap time for Diddy Kong
Racing. You could submit like your high scores back in the day. I remember I got my lap time published.
Oh really?
For Diddy Kong Racing.
Oh wow.
What's one of the things I put on my resume?
Yeah.
You know.
Little resume booster there.
Anyway.
But yeah, so unfortunately. That magazine is no more. Yeah, I think it was last year. Something like that.
A long time ago.
Was it that long ago?
It was a while ago.
Man.
It was a while ago.
Time flies.
Yeah.
But that was really sad. I was really saddened to hear Nintendo Power were leaving.
Yeah, but Japan being so close to the Nintendo itself.
Yeah, the heart of Nintendo.
Still has.
They still have this magazine.
Bam, Nintendo Dream.
Known as Nintendo Dream. Yeah. Technically not the same thing as Nintendo Power, obviously, but it's the same idea. It's the Nintendo sponsored.
It's the Nintendo sponsored
magazine.
You can never believe a
review.
Any review is going to be like a 10.
When you were a kid, you didn't realize these things, but everything in there is like basically an advertisement.
Everything's 9.5 or above.
Yeah.
But so the newest issue of Nintendo Dream, issue 1 of 2017, right around the corner, comes with of course, information on the Switch and all sorts of things.
All the new news.
But the real reason I purchased it was for this sweet calendar.
Yeah, that is a really sweet calendar. I mean, it's a Legend of Zelda calendar. I think it's exclusive only to this magazine.
Yep.
So, it's a very unique item, one of a kind. Well, one of however many of these they printed. And it's very cool. Every single...
we could hang this up here.
Yeah. It is like a full calendar.
Oh, yeah.
It starts with January and ends with
they don't
December.
Skip any days in between.
There's no skip days. Has every single month. But the cool thing is that every single month has a different piece of artwork from a different game. And so we actually have those pulled up here. We scanned these ourselves this morning directly from this magazine, so you can kind of see why it looks a little bit weird there in the middle. But yeah, so every single month has a different game. Of course, they start January with one of the greatest games of all time, Ocarina of Time. And it's cool. They include a little screenshot of the game.
That's what your
and
full image will look like there.
Yeah, that's what the full thing looks like. It's not like huge. You can see it's just like it's kind of like a half size.
I think it's a nice size.
It is.
You could easily put above your desk. It's
a size that nicely fits into a magazine. Yeah, right. If you ever want to put it. Yeah, if you ever want to put it in a magazine, it's the perfect size for that. Yeah. So yeah, every single month has a different game and a piece of artwork and a screenshot and has like a quote from the game.
This is
from Sheik. Yeah. And so this is Japanese, of course. So all the titles are in Japanese and all the things written on it are Japanese.
Another really cool tidbit is aside from, for example, normal Japanese holidays that are written in here, it has kind of facts about the series. For example, this was the original release date in 1987 for the Adventure of Link.
The first Zelda game.
Yeah.
Very cool. Stuff. Yeah, so they have like little tidbits of history snuck into the calendar, which is very cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Then let's just go through every month, see what they got here. So the first month was Ocarina of Time. Second month is Majora's Mask. This is a game I unfortunately didn't play.
Recently re-released on the 3DS.
That's right, which I don't have.
That's the icon that I'm using there, the 3DS version.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Of course. This is some sweet art here.
Yeah, look at that.
Did you play this version?
Twilight Princess. This is Twilight Princess. This is actually, I love this game. I know this game, I don't know, I think a lot of people were kind of torn on it. Maybe a lot of people liked it, I'm not sure. But I loved Twilight Princess. I thought it was, after like Ocarina of Time, I think this was my second favorite.
Ooh, that high.
But I haven't played Wind Waker.
Okay.
Speaking of, Wind Waker. I do have it for the Wii U, but the HD version, I've heard it's gorgeous.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's great.
But I haven't gotten around to it yet. Kind of got a backlog going.
Yeah. Very cool. Man, this art is so...
Yeah, it's really cool.
Spot on. Got some more Wind Waker.
I think this is like a different version of Wind Waker.
Oh, this is not the Wind Waker. This is I forget the English title.
Yeah, I don't know the English title.
It's one of the ones for the DS.
Yeah, it's one of the I think a lot of these are mobile titles because they don't have 12 console games.
That's very true.
Yeah, they have quite a few mobile titles, but mobile, I should say, handheld titles.
Right. Get this over here so you guys can see it well.
So a lot of them are going to be like that.
There we go. Yeah, very cool. This was a Spirit Tracks.
Spirit Tracks, yeah, I didn't play that one either. I haven't played any of these. This is the original right?
Zelda,
That's the first Zelda game.
Sweet classic.
For some reason, oh my goodness!
Yeah,
Look at that Link. Look at his nose. He just looks ridiculous.
It's like Mystical Island.
Yeah.
So these are we're getting in kind of the boony zone over here.
The games that
yeah,
people didn't play too much.
But these are awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. This is a really recent game, I think. It came out for the DS as well, right?
The Triforce?
Yeah. It's like a 3-player Zelda.
Yeah.
Co-op Zelda.
Yeah.
Which is quite unique.
Get together with buddies.
Yeah. Another one of the silly-looking links.
Dude, I like this style.
I do. I think it's cool.
I like this style.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's a little more.
It's definitely old school
compared to what some people might say.
Yeah.
But,
to say the least. It reminds me of the cartoon, the American cartoon, which was quite funny. I don't know if you ever saw it. What is this? Skyward Sword?
Skyward Sword.
That was a good game. Oh, and this is the back cover.
Yeah.
Where is it? I have it in here. Put it in somewhere.
Wild.
Yeah, so this is the new game that's not out yet, but coming out this year? Next year? Next year.
I believe like March-ish.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but...
Yeah, I think it's not too far away. I'm looking forward to that.
For sure.
Yeah. It looks like a pretty unique Zelda game.
Oh, yeah.
And one they've been working on for a very long time.
I'm stoked. I'm probably going to pick up a Switch just for that.
Oh, you don't have a Wii U?
I do have a Wii U, but...
You want the Switch version?
I'm hoping that they release like a higher FPS version.
Well, they are, right?
For Switch.
They are, right? Isn't that the plan?
Well, they have said that it's going to be the exact same experience on both systems.
That's a lie.
So I'm hoping that the new hardware will push it a little bit better.
I'm sure you'll at least get a better frame rate. At least. Maybe, I don't think there'll be any different content. Maybe that's what they mean.
Yeah, I'm fine with the same game. It's just, if I could play at 60, buttery, smooth FPS.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Perfect.
The Switch, though, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, we got to get into that closer to when we actually have some news.
When that releases. Breath of the Wild UK release date rumors June 2017 on the Switch first. Huh. Interesting. I thought it would be earlier.
Yeah, that's I guess they're kind of pulling the same thing they did with Twilight Princess there, huh?
Well, wait, did that came out for GameCube and Wii?
It came out
and
for
the Wii.
GameCube and the Wii?
Yeah. I had the Wii version. I never had a GameCube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you skipped over.
But did they come out at the same time, or was the Wii version first? I thought it was GameCube. I thought they came out at the same time. It was a launch title for the Wii.
I feel like they pushed the GameCube one back just so that they could make the simultaneous release.
Right, make the...
Right, so...
Yeah.
I feel like they should just release the game when it's done. But that's not.
Don't make us wait, Nintendo. Yeah. Just give it to us. We've been waiting forever for this game. When did the Skyward Sword was such a long time ago? That was the last console. Game.
It's been a bit. I mean, unless you include like the HD remakes and stuff like that.
I spelled Skywards wrong.
Skyward.
Skyward. That was a good game.
2011.
2011.
Yeah.
So 5 years ago.
Right. We had like an HD Wind Waker in there.
That doesn't count.
I mean,
it's good.
Not a new adventure.
I'm glad we got it.
Right.
I'm not upset that we got it, but I wouldn't say that counts. So yeah, we've been waiting it'll be about 6 years once this comes out, that we've been waiting for this damn game. So just give it to us, Nintendo.
Get with it.
We're waiting. We're waiting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's the Zelda.
That's the Zelda Calendar.
Nintendo Dream.
In Nintendo Dream, we also have
if you're in Japan.
Yeah, a little Puyo Puyo thing. If you're a fan of that.
Puyo Puyo. My cat's name is Puyo Puyo.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Is it named after the game?
Pretty much, unless there's something else that Puyo Puyo means.
I don't know. Maybe you just made it off the top of your head. Maybe they copied your cat's name
when they made this game. They could. My 1-year-old cat.
Yeah.
Definitely
time travel.
Came first.
Yeah. Cool magazine, cool calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of cool stuff in here.
Sweet. Just gonna move on. One of the cool things about living in Tokyo and living in Japan is you get to find all these really cool local game spots.
Yeah. And there's quite a few, and a lot of them are very kind of like, I don't know if you could say underground, but there's like just a lot of cool places you wouldn't normally know about. I'd say just coming here as like traveling here, probably stuff you wouldn't hear about.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not in like guidebooks so much.
Exactly.
And these things are like popping up all the time too.
It's true. This one, the Tokyo Game Bar, just recently opened up.
Right.
Close to everyone's favorite Akihabara.
Yeah.
Electronics district.
Classic area for gaming.
Yeah, it's a really cool place. Just because living in Japan, it's not so much of a common place to go over to someone's house and play games. You have a lot living in a big city. Houses are smaller.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same culture thing.
Right.
This Tokyo Game Bar kind of creates that space for you.
Right.
They have a whole bunch of TVs set up with consoles. You can bring in your own console, play board games. Do all sorts of.
And I saw they have board games. They have like you can play card games too. You can basically do whatever. Anything if it's game related, you're allowed to do it.
They can do it.
That's quite. And they even I saw this they have like a workshop for like new players of Street Fighter 5.
Yeah. That's
quite cool.
Very cool. Go in. They'll have like some of the pros teach you.
Yeah, right. Like that. That's really awesome. I would totally do that.
Yeah.
Just because I'm terrible at Street Fighter in general.
Cool. I know these places are kind of you hear about like gaming bars and stuff.
Up
in America and places as well.
It is getting bigger in the U.S. I've heard of a few places that are like they have like Mario Kart 64 like next to on your table or something like that.
Right.
But these are more.
This is actually more of like it's a bar. But it's about gaming. It's not like a bar where you go to like get smashed and they have like a cast in the corner
to like play drinking games with.
Right.
It's not exactly like that.
This
is more focused on the game aspect.
Games, right.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Yeah, they have like tournament spaces, stuff like that.
Very
it's a
cool
place. Very at home.
Did you go? Have you been?
I've been.
You went?
Yeah. It was a fun place. I actually went with one of our producers.
Oh, you went with Okami?
Yeah.
Over there? Cool.
And we had a good time. They have all you can eat free curry.
Wow.
There. You basically pay like 500 yen, about $5 to get in.
Oh, okay.
For an hour or so.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, all you can eat, all you can drink bar.
So how do the gaming stations work then?
So they have like a few PlayStations set up. They have a whole retro room with
okay.
stations. Yeah.
What's in the retro room?
They have like, for example, like Famicom. They have like Dreamcast, all sorts of different stuff. So
cool.
Yeah.
So and do they have like PC games as well?
They don't have PC games.
Really? That's surprising.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a Japanese traditional.
Yeah.
Console focused.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, they had, for example, like Overwatch and stuff going.
Oh, they do. So they do have.
But it was
on
for
PS4.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And so nothing like no MOBAs, no like League of Legends or anything like that. There.
Right.
Okay, interesting.
Definitely different from like a real like net cafe or something.
Right.
That.
Cool.
Was
how many people were there when you went? When did you go? I guess that'll probably make a big difference.
I went when it was pretty much just open. Oh yeah, you can see here it opened up on September 2nd.
Yeah.
So quite recently, there was a good amount of people there.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact number, but yeah, it was
not bad.
It was a fun atmosphere for sure.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's a kind of cool little tidbit of local culture.
Yeah, I would definitely like to check it out.
Yeah, we should go sometime.
Yeah, we could do like a little remote thing there.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Moving on.
What do we got?
Moving on. Another kind of cultural, goofy little tidbit
Oh my.
here.
Yeah. This. I don't.
I saw this and I just thought.
Like, what do you think when you see this?
Yeah,
like, what the hell is this?
What? Can you guys just like take a guess? Of what this is supposed to be?
I mean, of course, I already know. So it would be. I can't even imagine what this is supposed to be, though. If I had no idea, like just looking at this.
Even reading the article, I was kind of confused as to the purpose of these guys. We have a few different versions here.
Oh, it's two of the same.
Yeah.
There's one more, I think.
I feel like there was one more. I think they had 3 versions.
Yeah, but this is by far the most amusing one.
Anyway.
I think this is extremely unique to Japan. This is the kind of thing, this is actually supposed to be, I'll give the hint is that it's it actually has a purpose. It's not just for decoration, really.
It's not just for decoration.
Yeah, whatever, if you can call that a decoration.
This is so ridiculous. So if anyone who has ever had a cup of ramen in their life, you have to open the lid about like 45 degrees or whatever. You open it like a certain amount, pour your water in. Then you have to close the lid again to wait to cook your noodles.
Right.
So these are called like Ramen Toppers here.
Yeah.
It's basically for your cup ramen, after you pour the water in and you close it, you set these guys on the lid to hold
the steam in.
To hold the steam in.
Yeah, to make sure it stays hot and cooks. So the whole point of this is it's like a paperweight in a way.
It's like what everyone just uses their chopsticks for.
Right.
Just put your chopsticks on the top, but you get
exactly.
You get Okami just like spread
eagle on top of your cup noodles. Just like, check this out.
It's kind of ridiculous, but kind of cool.
Doesn't this make you hungry when you see this? Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it is hilarious. It's great. I actually really would like one now.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean I don't eat that many cup noodles, but
you could.
Yeah, if I had this, I'd probably eat them 3 times a day.
Yeah.
It's just so I could use it.
Just so you could use it.
So that's quite cool. And I think these are all on sale now. They're actually like selling.
Very soon. Released, I think, next week.
Next week.
Yes.
So we got to get some of those.
Yeah.
For the show.
Cool
For the show.
Cool stuff.
Yeah. Next week, maybe we'll have one right here.
There you go. We can use them for a mic.
Yeah, set one on the mic.
That's right.
Yeah. Cool stuff.
All right.
So yeah, that was just a little funny thing that happens in Japan. So
get into some quick esports news.
Yeah, a few esports news. This is pretty global. I'm pretty sure anyone who follows esports has heard about this. Basically,
League of Legends team.
Yeah, League of Legends team was they called Rox Tigers. They were like the number 2 team this year. They were second place in Worlds
in Korea.
In Korea, right?
Right. They won, I believe, the summer split 2016.
Right.
In Korea, and it's like you guys know Korea. They just dominate everything.
Right.
Winning a split in Korea is basically like winning Worlds.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, it is. Very impressive. Like I guess they kind of came out of nowhere when they first got into the scene. They just like banded together as like.
Right. And like neither of us are like crazy League of Legends fanatics.
Yeah. I mean, we're not experts
by any means.
But this is just a very interesting story because they were such a good team.
Yeah, it seemed like kind of different from like your traditional like SK Telecom. It's just this massive organization picks up these huge players, gives them great paychecks from what I understand. These are just kind of like a ragtag team of friends, you know,
Right.
getting together, playing, having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Having fun. And some examples of having fun. When they first got on the scene, look at these goofy costumes. I mean, they're dressing up like schoolgirls, like bunnies.
Yeah, they did. They really kind of got away from how everyone else was playing and still is playing.
Yeah, kind of like rebelled against that whole like really
Yeah.
professional, uptight scene.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can call it esports uptight by any means, but
Yeah, it definitely they want to have a professional image though. A lot of
Right.
teams do, and like they got jerseys and
Oh,
like,
yeah,
with their
yeah.
names on them and everything. But these guys just came in with bunny ears
with
and
bunny ears and
pink vests.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's got a professional
pink sweater vests.
look to it, let's say.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. I like it.
I think it's awesome. These
Yeah.
school uniforms and everything.
Yeah.
And thanks to kind of these like goofy antics and stuff, they actually gained quite the following here in Japan.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they even have like Japanese Twitter, right? That
Yeah,
they run
I
here.
think the only professional Korean team to actually open up a Japanese Twitter.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, which is fun. So it's a bummer to see that they're.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was
this is
really
one of their-
shitty
This
for.
is Peanuts. This is one of their really popular players here.
Right,
in Japan.
yeah.
You can see the popular with the ladies.
Yeah, just look at that hair.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, it sucks that they're no longer together.
Yeah, it's a bummer to see. I guess these roster changes they happen. It's just kind of disappointing, I'm sure, to the fans to see such a cool group of friends being broken up.
Yeah.
Due to whatever their reasons may be. You know, there's rumors floating around here and there.
Yeah, it is too bad.
Management not doing their management.
Yeah,
jobs.
there were some I know some not so nice things were being said from some of the players about how like they don't really like they weren't allowed to turn their air conditioning on in their gamer house, so it was like freezing cold all the time, and they had to like go and practice in net cafes and stuff like that instead of
Walk uphill both ways in the snow.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So kind of a shame. But, I'm sure they're all going to move on to like better things. I'm sure they're going to continue playing and whatnot. I think that's actually kind of the point is that they kind of wanted to find better situations for the players.
Right. It's kind of a good thing that their management basically stated, we're letting these guys go.
Yeah.
And helping them, we're in contact with other organizations to help
Right.
find them spots.
I'm not sure, so don't quote me on this, but I think one of the main problems is that they couldn't get any sponsors or something like that. Like they couldn't get a sponsor.
I see.
Yeah.
That would
I'm
be a
not
problem.
entirely sure, so,
Gotcha.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's that. Sad news for the day.
Sad news for the day. In not so sad news,
Yeah.
here in Japan, Red Bull. I'm sure everyone's familiar with Red Bull, of course.
Yeah, everyone knows what Red Bull is, but I'm not sure if everyone knows what Red Bull
What is-
5G
what
is.
this 5G.
Yeah, this is a cool little thing that they have here. So they have, it's an event that's been going on. When did it start?
2012.
2012. So it's been around for like this is the fourth year for it. They have 5 different kind of genres of games.
Hence the 5G.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they're doing it again this year. It's a esports event competition where they get the best players in Japan to compete for these games. So for the sports game, they have Konami's Winning 11 2017. For racing, they got Project Cars Perfect Edition, which is pretty cool. I don't think I've seen too much of that game myself.
Yeah.
And then like a free game is just like a new one. This is really cool for me because I love this game. As Rocket League, which hasn't taken off a ton in Japan as far as I'm aware, but it's really popular in the West.
Yeah,
super.
yeah.
There's even like there's like a league for it in the West. It's like an actual esport.
It's really cool because it was one of the games that when I first played just felt like so much of a party game.
Right. Yeah.
Similar to like Smash Brothers or something back in the day. But it's awesome to see how the community has really just like embraced it.
Yeah,
and
it's
made
really
it
cool.
into an esport.
Yeah, it's just a really fun game. Really well made, super fun. I don't know if you did the No Clip series where they did like it's like this new documentary series by No Clip. I forget the guy behind it. He used to work at like GameSpot or something, but he did this whole Patreon thing where he got supporters to help him create this documentary series about how games are made and whatnot. And the first one was the story about Rocket League. It was like a 2-part series. It's on YouTube called No Clip.
Cool.
And it was really, really interesting how Rocket League came about. It was like basically all the developers were originally from the Unreal Tournament modding scene, and that's how they got. And like they wanted to make like a version of Unreal Tournament with like vehicles.
Okay.
And it just kind of spiraled out of control from there, and they ended up with Rocket League in the end, and it was like a huge success.
Yeah.
Way more. And it's funny because Rocket League is actually a spiritual successor to Rocket. I don't remember the name.
There was one before it, right?
It was like rocket powered battle cars or something like that. Supersonic rocket powered battle cars, something like that.
There you go.
Yeah, Supersonic rocket powered battle cars, I think, is the first game they made, and that game like did well, but it wasn't like super successful.
Okay.
But then
it's not super rocket successful.
Yeah, not supersonic rocket successful. But then they went on and they're like, you know what, we can do this, we can make this game a lot better, and like they still had a lot of fans for that game, but then they decided to like, you know what, we should stick to this. We don't want to do anything new. We think we can make this really nice.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, and then they did, and then they released it on PS Plus for free, which was a big deal for
That's
them.
where I got it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where I got it for sure.
So that's where a ton of people got it. I think that's a big reason for why this game was so successful, is because they decided to release it for free, and it's an online only game, so it has like training and stuff, but it's all about the multiplayer.
Play with your friends.
So yeah, they're playing that here, which is really cool because it's not. I really want it to get bigger in Japan. I really would like to see a Rocket League scene take off here.
For sure.
Yeah.
For puzzle, we got Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Yeah.
And fighting Street Fighter V.
Street Fighter V, of course, the classic.
Of course, yeah, the classic, the big one.
Yeah, and Tetris game, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty unique to an esports type of tournament.
Very cool.
Yeah. So this is a pretty unique event, I'd say. Like,
I like how, for example, you have like your big esports kind of like LAN events overseas, but it seems like you basically stick to like your genre, and like you have your MOBAs, you got your Dota 2 and your League of Legends, and you got your Counter-Strike, and you have like your Blizzard events with Overwatch, Hearthstone, those kind of things. I think it's really cool how they kind of just reach out of the box to help bring other games in there.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's very cool how they're doing this. Yeah, because this is like we were saying, like these are not games you typically see in the esports, like the big esports scene.
Right.
So
there's like Winning 11 in Street Fighter V.
Right. Yeah. I mean, but even like Winning 11, I feel isn't that big in esports.
That's true. It has a great competitive scene.
It does. Yeah. It definitely has a great competitive scene.
People might get a little angry at you for that comment.
You might be right about that. Yeah, I'm not an expert on Winning 11, although I used to play it a lot back in high school.
There you go.
But yeah, so this is very cool. This is happening quite soon, right?
Yeah, we have the finals coming up on the 18th.
Right. Yeah.
Here
So
in Japan.
An actual like live event, isn't it?
Yep. Will be streamed live.
Yeah, stream at Twitch TV/Red Bull Japan. So if you want to check that out, you can watch that live here on Twitch.
Yep.
So that'll be a very cool event to see happen.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that a lot. It's very cool that Red Bull is sponsoring such an event. So yeah, that's that.
That's
Street Fighter V also has a Red Bull BC1 collaboration.
Oh.
The breakdancers.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. Breakdancing collaboration.
Breakdancing Ryu.
Yeah. Breakdancing Street Fighter. I think there's like even a video where they have like a video of him like breakdancing. Yeah, right. It's pretty funny. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's all we have for the topics for today.
Yep.
So I think we're gonna get back into some more gaming.